Success doesn't happen in public. It happens behind closed doors. Everyone's out here pushing the same regurgitated bullshit about success. And maybe there's a lot of people who are chasing those hacks and those messages, we've all heard them, to hustle more, to grind more. But the real game-changing advice, it's not on YouTube. They're not in your Instagram feed. They're being exchanged in rooms that you haven't walked into yet. And I know that for a fact because if you were in the right room, those breakthroughs would have already started happening by now. So let me ask you, are you in the right room? Or are you just hoping hard work is going to be enough for you? In this episode, I want to challenge everything you think you know about success. We're going to break down all the surface level myths, and I'm going to take you inside the kind of conversations and revelations that only happen when you're surrounded by the right people. The kind who, they don't just talk about success, they live it. By the end of this episode, you're going to know exactly why your next level, it's not a tactic, it's a room. I'm Scott Joseph, founder of Me Plus Ultra. I'm your host here at Business Bourbon and Cigars. I've been in business for decades. I've been in a lot of rooms. Some are full of noise, some are full of clarity. And what I've learned, especially through the community that we've built inside of Me Plus Ultra, is that the most transformative growth, it doesn't come from doing more. It comes from hearing the right thing at the right moment. And probably most importantly, from the right people. So as I said, we're going to walk through the top myths about success that they keep people grinding in circles. What actually gets revealed once you're in the right room? Why environments like Me Plus Ultra, they change the game. And then finally, I want to challenge you with something that could completely shift your trajectory. You know what really frustrates me? It's when I go to a business conference, I'm sitting there in the audience. I see a big name speaker walk on stage. Someone's got a massive following, best-selling book, podcast, the whole thing. It's the reason I'm going. And I'm thinking, all right, let's see what I'm going to learn. Is this going to be worth it? And then they say something that I've heard 100 times before. Work harder. Wake up earlier. Be 1% better every day. Grind more than the next guy. Out-hustle your competition. I mean, are you kidding me? I didn't get on a plane for that. I didn't clear my schedule for that type of crap. I could have scrolled Instagram for free and gotten the same advice. It's not that what they're saying is wrong. It's that none of it actually helps you level up when you've already been doing the work. Most of the people in our community, they're already business leaders. They're successful. They're business owners. And like them, I don't need motivation. I don't need affirmation. I need elevation. That's the difference. See, I don't go to events hoping, someone's going to hand me some type of silver bullet. I go to get exposed to new layers that I can't see yet, topics that stretch me, insights that challenge my current think, frameworks that make me question how I've been doing it. If a speaker can open my mind to something that makes me uncomfortable, maybe curious enough to dig deeper, that's useful to me. That's when I'll go back, I'll start asking new questions, surrounding myself with the right people, right? And start building something meaningfully better. But that rarely happens from the stage. Because the real growth, the truth that changes everything, doesn't come from a keynote. It comes from a conversation. Real world conversations with real people. It comes from a room where you're not posturing. You're not trying to perform. Where the walls drop and the masks come, the defense walls, I should say, they drop, right? And the masks come off. And I get it. Everyone's trying to look successful, especially in today's world. But let me tell you, you don't unlock real growth until you get in a room where you can finally be honest about what's not working. Where someone asks you a question you don't have a rehearsed answer for. Maybe the feedback cuts, but it lands. How about something that, you hear makes you pause? Maybe take a deep breath and go, damn. Yeah. You know what? It's the truth. I didn't know I needed it. I've been in both rooms, the stage and the selfie room, and the sit down and get real room. And I'm telling you, the stage doesn't change you. The room does. That's the shift. That's the difference between chasing success and actually stepping into it. Are you tired of hitting roadblocks in your business? Maybe you're feeling, overwhelmed by the challenges that never seem to end. No matter how hard you push, it feels like you're just stuck in the same place. You're trying to break through, but you never quite get there. I want you to imagine if you had the support of a community of top-tier business leaders who understand your struggles because they've all been there. More importantly, they're ready to help you overcome them. The Business, Bourbon, and Cigars Leadership Retreat, it's exactly what you need. This is not just a typical business event. It's where visionary entrepreneurs, they come together to tackle their biggest obstacles, learn innovative strategies. They're there to build meaningful relationships that can propel their businesses forward. You're going to leave with actionable insights and a network of powerful connections that are ready to take your leadership to a new height. But here's the thing. The unexpected benefit that you're going to get from attending this retreat is really the deep, genuine relationships that you're going to build with other like-minded entrepreneurs. The way our mastermind process works at these events means that you're not just learning strategies and solving challenges. You're actively helping others in the group while receiving much more in return. And it's this collaborative environment that really fosters powerful connections. And the relationships built here tend to be stronger and they form faster than you ever might, expect. These aren't just contacts or acquaintances. They're true allies who are going to continue to support you long after this event ends. And yes, we're focusing hard on business growth. But let's not forget, the Business, Bourbon, and Cigars Leadership Retreat, it's also a lot of fun. So this community, it's real, it's welcoming, and it's built for entrepreneurs who want to level up, learn, and grow together. You're going to walk away not only with a game plan for your business, but also a group of genuine, high-caliber relationships that are going to take your business even further than anything you've ever imagined. So I've got a special offer for you today. The first 5 people that are watching or listening to this episode are going to receive 50% off their ticket to attend the next retreat. Don't miss out. This opportunity is limited. Spots always fill up fast. So visit meplusultra.com/BBC50 or click the link in the show notes and you'll get a 50% discount code. Then secure your spot for Business, Bourbon, and Cigars Leadership Retreat. So let's dig into those surface level myths of success. And for me, there are 3 basic lies that keep smart people stuck. First one's got to be just work harder. This whole hustle culture has convinced people that if you're not succeeding, you just aren't grinding hard enough. But I want you to think about this. There are business owners out there who are far more successful than you and I, who work less than you and I. So why is that? They're not relying on hustle. They're relying on leverage. Or how about the myth of, get the right tools or the tactics, get those right tools and tactics crowd. Everyone's looking for that next hack. I've seen people spend thousands of dollars and stay stuck at the same level. That new hack or that new tool, it didn't move the needle because it's not about the tools. It's about how you think. And the worst lie or myth of all is that success looks like what you see online. I've been in rooms with billionaires who you couldn't find them on social media with a search warrant. Have you ever noticed that usually the people with the deepest insight, they're usually the quietest ones? They're not chasing attention. They're chasing alignment. So what actually gets revealed when you're inside the right room? When you're inside the right room, something shifts. You realize strategy is rarely the problem. It's mindset, clarity, proximity. That's what separates good from great. You stop trying, to impress. And you start getting honest. Vulnerability becomes a strength. You're going to hear feedback. Sometimes that hurts, but it heals. It's what you need to hear. The highest leverage, insights, they don't come from experts. They come from the right questions. One great question from a peer, it can flip your whole direction. And that question only gets asked in rooms where trust is high and egos are checked at the door. You want to know the fastest way to level up? You can ask any billionaire this, and they'll tell you, surround yourself by the right people and watch what happens. I'm not here to pitch you me plus ultra, but I will tell you what I've seen inside of it. Strategic alliances that led to multi-million-dollar ventures, hard truths shared whether it's in hot seats, that's helped leaders avoid all kinds of disaster, shifts in identity from being the guy who does everything, to being the guy who empowers everyone. We've had people walk in stuck at a plateau and leave with complete clarity and a roadmap to scale. And sometimes it's not even the feedback that they receive. Sometimes it's the questions they hear others asking. It's the way one person frames a challenge that reframes everything for them. That's where the magic really is. You don't just grow by having the answers. You grow by being around better questions. So here's your challenge. I want you to take this seriously. First off, be honest. Are you in the right room or you're just near it? Be brutally honest with yourself on this. If you're not hearing the kinds of truths I just described, if no one's around you if they're not challenging you, holding you accountable, maybe expanding your perspective, then maybe you're not in the right room yet. And that's okay. Because at least, once you know that, now you can fix it. You could stop trying to do it all alone. You could stop chasing surface level success and start chasing alignment. The next level isn't a new tactic. It's a new room. It's a new circle. It's a new standard. You don't need more motivation. You need more access. Access to people, to ideas, to the kind of conversations that change everything. If this hits home, then here's your next step. Take inventory of the rooms you're in. Who are you spending your time with? Are they stretching you? Or are they're stroking your ego? Are you surrounded by people who will tell you the truth or just tell you what you want to hear? You're always one room away from a breakthrough, but you have to walk into it. That responsibility is on you. If you're ready to be part of a room where the truth is currency and growth is the norm, I want you to join us at the next Business, Bourbon, and Cigars Leadership Retreat. You'll be in a room with a select group of entrepreneurs and executives. It's an exclusive experience filled with strategies for innovation, sustainable growth, and client-centric leadership. I've got a special offer for the people listening today. The first 5 people who are watching or listening to this episode, you're going to receive 50% off your ticket to attend the next retreat. Do not miss out. This is an opportunity. It's limited. The spots will fill up fast. You got to visit meplusultra.com/BBC50, or you can click the link in the show notes. Claim your 50% discount code and secure your spot at Business Bourbon and Cigars Leadership Retreat. Because the truth about success, it's never been public. It's always been private. So get in the right room. Cheers, everyone.